How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all having an amazing day. Old School RuneScape ran their summer summit today, and they went over a ton of things. And in this video, we're going to break down a couple of those things, which is going to be Trailblazers Reloaded and VARLAMORE. If this video helps you out at all, though, help me out by hitting that like button. But let's go ahead and cut this plug and get right into it. Now, we're not going to go over Deadman mode, mainly because there's already a ton of stuff out about Deadman mode, and we've done extensive talking about Deadman mode. So with that's coming up too in 5 days, be sure to go check me out at kick.com/Fringe-Patriot-Gaming. It's going to be loads of fun over there. But let's just go ahead and jump into this new leagues here, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this. So the couple of things that I picked up on is that last recall is making its way back. Now, if you don't know, this was a sigil that you could use in the last Trailblazer, I believe, or possibly the Twisted League. I'm not sure. But it was a sigil where you could essentially teleport directly back to where you just were. So if you were in a boss and you teleported to Varrock, it would save your space at that boss and you could bank and teleport directly back to that boss. Now, they apparently, in the season where these were out, I think it was Shattered Relics when the last recall was out. But regardless, the season where it was out, they made it to where during the God Wars dungeon instance, it actually worked and teleported you back. But during other instances, it didn't work. It really only worked for the God Wars instance, right? They did specify that this time around, they are trying to dial in and get that working for as many instances as possible. There's also obviously going to be some new relics coming in. Now, the changes between Trailblazer Reloaded and the old Trailblazer, if you guys remember, this was the second league that came out and arguably the most popular league. You could only pick specific areas that you wanted to go to, so you were area locked. There was a lot of theory crafting that went into Trailblazers, and Trailblazers was honestly probably was the best league. So they're running a Trailblazer Reloaded and kind of piggybacking off of the idea of area locking people, right? And they mentioned that there was areas that were lacking last time that this time over are, you know, actually filled to the brim with content. The desert in specifically having the new raids, etc., right? Which is all well and good, but they did also mention that those aren't going to be the only changes, right? The only changes to this league aren't going to be the ones that have come out in the game between the last league and this league. There's going to be other things like the tasks are going to be different, and I don't know how different they can honestly make the tasks, which worries me. They said that they don't want people going back to videos that were posted 3 years ago to theory craft that way. They want, you know, obviously some new theory crafting to come out. During the original Trailblazer League, the Kurend area, Zaya, was completely locked out. Nobody could get to Zaya, right? And at the time, honestly, it was kind of a content dry area, and it was also brand new to the game, so they didn't want people going to a place that they've already been spending a lot of time. Long story short is, Zaya is being opened up in Trailblazer Reloaded, which opens up things like Chamber of Xerix and a lot of other, you know, activities. I'm honestly excited because Trailblazer was the best league, and this should be some good fun, even if they can't revamp the challenges to a point where it's, you know, completely different from the last league, and that the videos from 2 years ago aren't so much relevant as to now. Whether or not any of that happens, I don't think really matters. The player base is itching for a Trailblazer League. I get this in my comments all the time, and honestly, I'm excited for this. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and if you've already started theory crafting as to what zones you're going to be unlocking. We haven't even hit Deadman mode yet, so I'm not even thinking that far ahead. Speaking about further ahead, though, Old School RuneScape did announce a banger in this summer summit, something that I wasn't expecting at all, but to be fair, I haven't been following the Old School RuneScape news, Reddit leaks, whatever. I haven't been following all that, but I didn't expect this at all, and that is VARLAMORE, a brand new map expansion. The guy came out and he mentioned that they really learned from the plethora of mistakes that they made when they launched Zaya. Zaya was a very big continent that was very content empty, right? They're trying to take what they've learned and now open up a new land. I'm not going to dive into the lore of the land or anything like that. This is not coming out until Shit, that's coming out early 2024. That's coming out soon, bro. Like, early 2024 is just around the corner, and they're talking about releasing VARLAMORE then. Whoa, all right. So, leagues in winter then, huh? Wow. VARLAMORE is coming out sooner than I anticipated, and it is going to be a huge map. This thing is gigantic, and it's going to be coming with quests, bosses. They talked about a hunter guild, a fight cave style encounter, and they talked about a dungeon, which is kind of like a Forthos meets Barrows type experience. All of that sounds incredible. Now, compared to Zaya, we're talking way more content, and it just kind of seemed like they were just scratching the tip of the iceberg when it came to what they have planned with this, especially because they are going to be releasing VARLAMORE in sections, starting off with the southern section. But even the southern section was massive, and the guy mentioned there was 3 quests in the southern section. There was the one of the quests led into the Forthos meets Barrows dungeon encounter, which I'm super excited about. And I don't like PVM. I don't like playing the main game that much. I really just played a PK, but that sounds exciting. Like a Barrows, a new type of Barrows experience is sweet. Everybody loves the fight caves and what they did with the Fight Arena 2, whatever the Inferno, right? And now they're coming out with a Coliseum style thing. I was reading in the chat as this was going live, people were like, hopefully this doesn't turn into like a Dominion Tower from RuneScape 3, and that's where I started to get a little bit worried. Because in my opinion, old school RuneScape is notorious for taking content ideas from RuneScape 3 and implementing them into the game in old school style, at least. You know, we'll give them that. Not always in an old school style, though. Sometimes seemingly like complete rips of content, but this is going to be wild. What was a super slow year for old school RuneScape has turned into an action-packed end of the year. We got Deadman mode coming up August 25th. That is just 5 days from now, and we're gonna be playing the hell out of that game. I'm super excited. They were talking about how they're gonna try and run it, and with the brackets that they're hoping it'll be a little bit more of a casual style thing, which is cool because I'm working a 9 to 5 now, so I'm excited. Though, first day, hey, don't get it twisted. Kick.com/Fringe-Patriot-Gaming. We're going to be here live August 25th, grinding it out all day, all night, baby. It's going to be some fun. Come check it out. Following that, man, we got these 4 things, all the other stuff that I'm not even talking about, but the big stuff being Trailblazer coming in the winter, and then right after that, we're talking about VARLAMORE, which is a huge expansion, and just the beginning of an expansion. Like, I'm excited for this. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. What kind of rewards could possibly come out of the VARLAMORE expansion? What kind of like, what kind of stuff do you think they're gonna pitch to us as rewards for the Barrows style encounter, right? Or even the fight cave, you know, wave style encounter, right? Are they gonna start offering us dreadnips, huh? We gonna see dreadnips come into the game? If we see dreadnips come into the game, come back to this and be like, I guess he wasn't crazy when he said that sometimes they just rip stuff from RuneScape 3 and put it into old school RuneScape, all right? But that's all the information that I really wanted to go over in this video. Let me know what you guys thought about the Summer Summit. Other than that, though, I appreciate you guys. I hope you all have an amazing day. I'm out.